moving forward? I mean, what do you expect to be made election issues, getting into November?
Well, I mean,
Would you expect this MA stuff to be a key issue among?
I mean, it could be. It was a major sticking point for our caucus. There's no doubt about it. That was something that we were quite adamant about because, again, after spending all these months and weeks, override votes, long nights in session, working on this GAMC reform, to then just throw it overboard for a federal program that may or may not come in, if depending on what happens in Washington, it gets repealed. So we're going to stick with what we know. We've got a known quantity here, a known reform here that, for the most part, is starting off well. We'd like to see it expand again to the outstate hospitals. So that was something that was really important for us.
And do the extra innings, whether it's 1 inning or 2, just to get this all done, is that going to hurt this?
It's a 5-minute overtime to process the bill, make sure we all get a chance to read the bill. Both majority parties are going to be great about getting us a copy as soon as they get a copy, so we can go up, everybody gets to look at it. Each of our leads in the committees, whatever the budgetary area is, will get a chance to look at it first.
Talk in the spirit of compromise. What does the Republican minority and its governor have to compromise here? Not quite a little lost on that.
Well, I think all along that who wins and who loses in this wasn't, the compromise wasn't necessarily you get some of this and we get some of that. It was making sure that we got do no harm to the residents asking for higher taxes or higher fees, the business owners. So, I don't think we get that. I think that's the average Minnesotan would say, don't ask me for any more tax money because we don't have it. 75% of the budget deficit was from income. Well, I think, especially with the GAMC,
taxes, the early enrollment, and so on. And that was. They have 46. They have 46. We have 21. Well, they got 87 to 60. They could have pushed.
They could have, but once again, it looks like
push back.
Well, and the governor seems to be at that point. He said, "It's not who wins and loses, but it is in politics." Representative Zellers, and you guys win again.
You can characterize it that way, but again, I just don't think it's that way. We had a tough job to do. In this situation, it's not about a winner or loser in this. It's making sure that we don't do any harm to our economy or to our Minnesota families, the taxpayers. So
I think more than ever, people
I
sent
apologize.
us here
We might have a bill upstairs. So
to make government work. And to bring this session to a conclusion that has dignity, that is respectful of the process, is respectful of the place that we work in. And I think more than ever, we did that this year. And I think, and I hope, certainly the citizens of Minnesota will respect our efforts. If you talk about going up there and getting along and making it work, this year we did.
Anything left to cut next year?
Well, there's going to be a huge budget deficit, so yeah, the drama continues.
Governor Pawlenty indicated that there will be provisions in this bill to assure that the shift is paid back in full next time.
Right.
Correct?
That's the language of the bill. Obviously, the next legislature can change that language. The next legislature can proceed with that payback. It's going to be up to the next governor and legislature to make that determination.
Which side brought that to the table?
Well, we've always been advocating that, and our history always has been, frankly, paying back the shift. So I would say we did, and thinking about it honestly, I would suggest that that was a priority for them as well. We want strong, healthy schools, no question about it. That's a priority of all of us.